Temperatures down to minus on the bed came in handy. As we go into the afternoon, it is the same sort of thing. A sunny but a cold day. We've got some cold Arctic air in place, and it's the reason why it's quite chilly. A little ridge of high pressure as well, sitting across the southern parts of Britain. Notice the weather system to our north. That weather system is working into parts of Scotland, so it actually wasn't as chilly across the far north and west of Scotland this morning. And even as we go into the rest of this afternoon, a bit of wet weather into the far north and west, the northwest Highlands. Picking up the wind here too. Come further south, say south of the central lowlands, you're back into the brighter skies. The temperatures have been struggling though across northern England to the Midlands, at least getting above freezing, but I think a couple of extra layers certainly coming in handy. London sort of 3 or so, even the south coast as we go into the middle part of the afternoon. Coming towards southwest parts of England, there might be a little bit of patchy cloud, but otherwise some decent bright or sunny spells, and the same sort of thing for Wales as well, looking good with the sunshine as we finish off the afternoon. For Northern Ireland too, fairly pleasant for our number for Belfast as we finish off. We go through the night, and with the clearer skies, the hazy blue, our frost again, watch for some mist and some fog, but further north, our weather system, that works through, but watch out behind it as temperatures drop away for the risk for some ice. We're just bearing it in mind for, say, parts of Scotland and perhaps Northern Ireland, behind the weather front as temperatures drop away with clearer skies. Obviously quite cold and frosty ahead of the weather front to southern parts of Britain as we start off Monday. And then we bring our weather front, this weather system here, slowly south through the course of Monday. Winds starting to shift around to the west and northwest, bringing in some slightly cooler air. A little bit of a wiggle on this weather front for Monday, so instead of just ploughing its way through, it does take its time. A little bit of a surge, a wave of sorts, does keep it a little bit longer across the southern parts of Britain. Behind it, brighter skies, some showers coming in, some of them wintry over the higher ground. 5 to 9 are finishing numbers for Monday. Then we go to the rest of the week, and you're probably looking forward to maybe putting the parka back in the cupboard, but I would keep it handy right through the rest of the week, as it does stay cold. And we have that battle, a typical battle, Atlantic air and the cold Arctic air. But I think eventually it will be more or less staying quite chilly. There's our first weather front, slowly wiggling, but eventually clearing the southwest. Follow the lines, northwesterly, so we slightly get some slightly cooler air in for the course of Tuesday. At least some brighter skies. There'll be some showers here and there, some of them wintry, maybe over the higher ground of Scotland. And 4 to maybe 8 are finishing numbers. Then as we go to Tuesday into Wednesday, our lovely ridge of high pressure to the southwest, follow the lines, the isobars. Where do they come from? Straight from the Arctic, more of a northerly direction, bringing in some much colder air for Wednesday. I'd say probably the coldest day of the week. And have a look at the finishing numbers. There could be some showers, some of the wintry to higher ground. 3 to 6 will be finishing numbers for Wednesday. And remember, the Atlantic is trying to push in from the west. This is the first chance here with this weather front, a weak sort of thing, but it will try and push the cold Arctic air out of the way. It doesn't do very well, but as it meets the cold Arctic air, higher ground of Northern Ireland and maybe Scotland, you could see some wintry showers. In between, fine, and still the other weather system providing some wintry showers to the east coast of Britain. As we go through Thursday into Friday, that first weather front just sort of fizzles and dies. The next one tries its next push from the Atlantic. A bit more oomph with him, you can see, and some gales even across the far north and west of Britain. Also for a time, wintry over the higher ground of Scotland. The further south you are, probably staying dry and bright and a touch milder, 2 6 to maybe 9.